The new world of work, fueled by rapid technology enhancements, is transforming organizations around the globe. In the digital workplace, the rules of the game have changed, allowing you to get your job done from anywhere. My name is Ulrika Hedlund. I'm passionate about technology and the impact it can have on our lives. In this video series, I'll share my expertise to help you succeed in the digital workplace. Hi, and very welcome to yet another episode of How to Succeed in the Digital Workplace. More and more organizations are transitioning to Microsoft Teams to enhance their communication and collaboration. One of the many benefits with Microsoft Teams is that you can create a more open and transparent dialogue where employees feel more engaged and involved, especially people that work remotely. With Teams, employees stay informed about what's going on, leading to less politics, faster results, and higher performing teams. On the flip side, if you don't know how to use Teams effectively to communicate, you risk the chance of excluding people from important information, drain each other with unnecessary notifications, and ultimately lessen productivity and team effectiveness. In this video blog, I'm going to share my experiences to help you communicate like a pro using Microsoft Teams. Part 1. Understand what type of messaging to use when. First, you need to understand the many different ways you can submit messages in Microsoft Teams. First, there's the chat. In Microsoft Teams, you can send a message to one or multiple people using chat. The message can contain text, images, GIFs, a recorded voice message, a video clip, pretty much any type of media. The chat message is exclusive to the people in the chat. Any files you share in the chat are uploaded to your OneDrive for Business folder, giving automatic editing permissions to everyone in the chat. You can send a message by clicking Chat and then selecting one in your contact list, or click New and then type in the name of the one you want to chat with. You can also write the @ sign in the search bar and quickly write a message to an individual or a group. Using chat, you can message anyone in your organization or anyone in an external organization using Microsoft Teams that you've added to your contacts list. The other way to send a message is to write a channel post. You can post a quick message or reply to a conversation by just writing the message in the text box and hitting enter. Or you can open up the formatting box to access richer editing tools. When the text box is expanded, you can also select what type of message you want to send. An announcement is more like a broadcast of a newsworthy message. A conversation is more informal and more suitable for initiating a dialogue. When you have the text box expanded, you can also add a subject to your conversation. I can warmly recommend that you always do this because it really helps when you're scrolling through the posts to see what the threads are all about. You can also communicate using calls and meetings, but more on that in another blog. So how do you know when to use what? Well, I would say to create a more open work environment where work-related discussions aren't held behind locked doors, that you should use channel posts for the majority of your conversations. Unlike email, where you might be worried about clogging up someone's inbox, in Teams, you don't have to clean up your messages, so you don't have to worry about over-communicating. It's up to the receiver to filter and tune in to what they want to listen to. Part number 2. Leverage @ to get people's attention. The @ sign is the universal way of getting people's attention in Microsoft Teams. You should use an @ in the channel post every time you want to make sure the receiver is made aware that there's a message for them. Even if you don't write the @ before a person's name, Teams will assume you want to mention them and automatically add it for you. If you don't want to call on their attention, just remove the @. As a rule of thumb, you should always use @mentions when you want to make sure that the one or the ones mentioned are made aware of the message. If you have a message where there are no specific action items, you just want to keep people informed, then you can post the message without any mentions. It will still be there for everyone in the team to see when they scroll through the channel posts, and anyone who has turned on channel notifications will see a message in their activity feed, even if they're not mentioned. Note that in channel conversations, you can only @mention people that are members of the team. You can also @mention entire teams and channels. You can easily see who's a member of a team by going to the team settings and expanding the members list. But channel mentions are a little bit trickier. As a submitter of a message, you don't actually know who's listening to channel mentions. And as a team owner, you can't force people to turn on channel notifications. But more on this in part 4. Part number 3. Fine-tune your notification settings to optimize your focus. Now that we've looked at the different ways in which you can submit messages, let's have a look at how you can be notified of messages. In Microsoft Teams, you can get notifications in the following ways. Banner. This is the little pop-up window that appears on your screen. This is the most noticeable and disruptive way to be notified. The feed. This is the list of activities you can see by clicking Activity in the top left corner in Teams. Email. This is an email sent by Microsoft Teams to your email inbox, notifying you about an activity in Microsoft Teams. The default notification settings in Teams is to notify you of everything, everywhere. So it's crucial that you change these settings to use Microsoft Teams effectively. Click your profile picture, Settings, and then Notifications. If you're an active user of Microsoft Teams, there's absolutely no reason to also get email notifications sent to your inbox, so I would recommend that you turn all of those off. If you don't like the pop-up windows on your screen, you should limit the number of banner notifications. For that, you can change it to only show in feed. For many, just seeing team mentions or channel mentions in the activity feed is sufficient. But again, here you need to fine-tune the settings so that they're optimized for your way of working. The notifications on the mobile are quite similar. The only difference is that on the mobile, you also have the option of quiet hours. This is amazing to turn on the weekends or in the evenings where you don't want to be bothered by Teams notifications. Part 4. Select which channels you want to actively engage in. By default, Microsoft Teams shows you the top 3 channels with the most activity for any team that you're a member of. For these channels, you will be notified if someone @mentions the channel. For hidden channels, you will not get any notifications of channel mentions. You can decide yourself which channels you want to show and hide. Click More Options next to the channel and select Show or Hide. If you also want to get notifications of all new messages in a channel, even if you're not mentioned, you can turn on channel notifications. Click More Options, Channel Notifications, and then select your notification settings for the channel mentions and new posts. The settings here override the generic channel mention settings you set for your account. The benefit with channel mentions is that you can easily get the attention of the people that are involved in that channel. The downside, again, is that you don't really know who gets the notifications of these channel mentions. A recommendation here is that when you start working in a channel, you mention the specific individuals that you want to be engaged, and you tell them to turn on channel notifications. Next time, you can just mention the channel. Part 5. Actively use your presence to show your availability. You can show your availability to others and also get important focus time when you're not distracted by notifications by using your presence status. There are 5 different ways in which your presence status is shown in Microsoft Teams. Available. This is your green status. This is when you're showing others that you're online and available for chats, calls, and so on. Busy. This is your red status, indicating that you're busy with something. Even when your status is set to busy, you will receive pop-up windows or so-called banners on your screen. You don't have to change the status to busy yourself. Teams will do this automatically for you as soon as you have an appointment in your calendar or you're using Microsoft Teams for a call or a meeting. Do not disturb. This is your do not enter sign. This is where you communicate to the rest of the world that you do not want to be interrupted. If someone sends you a chat message, you will not get a pop-up on your screen. Instead, that message will be reverted to your activity feed. You should use this status when you want to focus and not want to be interrupted by banners on your screen, or if you're presenting and you don't want others to see the pop-ups. Be right back. This is your orange status, which indicates that you're not there right now, but you will be able to respond soon. This status is only set by you manually. Away or appear away. This is another version of the orange status that indicates that you're away, but it doesn't communicate that you will be right back. This status is set for you by Teams if you haven't been using your computer for 10 minutes or more. If you want, you can set this manually by selecting the Appear Away status. This might be useful if you want to communicate to others that you can't respond right away, but you still want to receive pop-up notifications. Learning how to use Microsoft Teams to communicate effectively takes not only theory, it takes practice. As a leader and as a team member, it's important that you lead by example and that you provide continuous feedback on how Microsoft Teams can be used. Through our subscription-based service offerings Storyals Lite and Storyals Pro, we provide our customers with video-based guidance, story-based tutorials, quizzes, and certificates. And with our newly launched adoption services, we can take an even more active role to help you succeed with Microsoft Teams through moderated forums and one-to-one coaching delivered directly via Microsoft Teams. Please feel free to reach out to us to learn more. I'm Ulrika Hedlund for Storyals. Thank you for watching.